पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So today is the most auspicious day of Balaram Jayanti, appearance day of Balaram. Yesterday we discussed some pastimes of Balaram, the Tattva Balaram, how he serves Krishna in all the five rasas, Shanta, Das, Sakya, Vatsalya and Madhuri. But now we'll talk about one of the very interesting pastimes of Balaram. Balaram visiting Vrindavan. Now, yesterday we discussed about how Balaram Vrindavan is different from Balaram of Dwarka. Now, Balaram and Dwarka was the same person, but still they are different moods. Aishwari Bhava is in Balaram, so he visits Vrindavan. And the Rasa Krida of Balaram, which is very rarely discussed or even mentioned. Not so elaborately described in Bhagavatam, but it's only mentioned in the 65th chapter of the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. Balabhadra Guru Sreshta Bhagavan Ratamasitaha Surudrikshu Utkanta Prayayuhu Nanda Gokulam Utkanta. So Balaram went to Nanda Gokulam from Dwarka. So somebody may say, why Krishna did not go? Actually, Krishna wanted to go to, every time he's thinking of going to Vrindavan to meet his dear devotees, Rajagopis. But the Yadus would not allow him because they knew if Krishna goes, he would not come back. But now white Balram went, he went to meet the gopis to pacify them, but he was Utkanta. Utkanta means the eagerness to go to Vrindavan was so much that even separation from Krishna became insignificant in front of Balaram's eagerness to meet the Brajavasis. Generally, Balaram would not leave Krishna. How can Balaram leave Krishna? But here, Balaram's eagerness to meet the Brajavasis, his love for the Brajavasis became so much that he lost his discrimination in control, and he just went. He gave up Krishna and went to meet the Brajavasis. And these Brajavasis, they are so much in separation from Krishna and Balaram. So when Balaram went there, what happened? Parishvaktaha Chirotkantair. Parishvaktaha Chirotkantair. For a long time they had so much of separation, Balaram. Some Gopas, they came and embraced Balaram. And then some, those who are equal to Balaram in age, they came and had Sakhirasa with Balaram. In this way, Balaram actually gave bliss to all the Brajavasis because he's Nityananda. Nityananda Surupopi Prema Tattva Vrajogasam Yayu Krishnam Apitekva Yastam Ram Muhustunaha Tumaha. So the word used here is Yayu Krishnam Apitekva. Even giving up Krishna, Balaram went to Vraja to see the Brajavasis. And he is Nityananda. I offer my obeisances to Balaram, who is Nityananda, who is always engrossed in Ananda. So he went there to give Ananda to them. And as soon as Balaram went there, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they say, Oh Krishna, oh Balaram, you're the Lord of the universe. Krishna, may he always protect us. In this way, what they did, they made Balaram sit in their lap. Yashoda and Nanda embraced him. And tears started flowing through the eyes of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, seeing Balaram after long. In this way, Balaram met all the Brajavasis according to the rasa which he shared with the Brajavasis. Balaram reciprocated with them. Gopavrundam Vidivat. Vidivat means according to the rasa. The Govrundam Vidivat. Ya Vaistir Abhivanditaha yatha yatha sakyam. Yatha sakyam. According to the age, according to the love or friendship Balram shared with the Gopas, he reciprocated with them. Yatha sambandham atmanaha. Yatha sambandham atmanaha, according to the sambandha relationship Balram had, he reciprocated with them. And all of them became very happy. And Balaram, uh, he asked about the welfare, how they are, etc. Then here, all the cowherd boys, they told Balaram, Pachinno Bandhava Rama Sarve Kushalam. They asked, Oh Rama, oh Balaram, are our relatives doing very nice? They're happy or what? And they knew that Krishna, how can he be happy with them? But still they asked, do they, do all of you, all those who there with wives, children, and all, do you really remember us or what? You are in a big city, we are in a village. Pachis samvartano Rama yuyam dhara sutarmitaha Quachis smartaha smarataha. Do you actually remember us or what? In this way, the cowherd boys, they were just expressing their love for Krishna in great humility. Krishna must be very happy there. Why he should remember us? Really, does he remember us or what? And in this way, the Gopas, Gopyo, they met Balram and then told Krishna must be enjoying with all the women in Dwaraka. Why he should be thinking of us? He must be very happy there. No? So the gopis also very sarcastically spoke to Balaram. How much? Krishna must be happy there. No, no, Balaram, no, he's actually thinking of you only. No, no, it's all you're just trying to pacify us. It's not. We know Krishna very well. He's only after enjoyment. He must be having beautiful women in Dwaraka. Why he should be really concerned about? Which is Marathi Bandhav. Okay, forget about we are not related to Krishna, isn't it? At least he should be remembering his own family members, father and mother. Hmm. Anyhow, he told us he's going to come back. Do you think he's going to come back? Hmm. We know Krishna very well. He's not going to come back. He's not even bothered about his own parents. What to speak of us? And this is the gopis in their Divyonmaga, in the excessive Unmaga, excessive madness in separation with Krishna. They express their heart to Balaram. Because Balaram is a very reliable person. Gopis are just really talking to Balaram. We know that Krishna, I think he doesn't even remember his own parents. We cannot imagine to what extent Krishna is involved in loving affairs there in Dwaraka. But somehow we just cannot tolerate separation. So the gopi separation from Krishna, the gopis expressed to Balaram. Now they say, you see, what all we have not done, tell me, for Krishna. We have given up our fathers, brothers, mothers, husbands, children, sisters. We just give everything. Now just see, he has not even come to see us. We have given up all the affections which we have towards our family and household affairs. And yet, how could anyone fail to trust his promise? Just see, we are given up so much, but still, we know Krishna will, he is not going to come. Balram said, no, if you believe Krishna will return, then why then you're so disturbed? The gopis said, no, 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 no. We know Krishna very well. He must be happy there. Why he should come? We don't want to disturb him. Let him be there only. So in that Dinmonmada, Unmada means madness. Gopis are speaking all these things to Balaram. Uh, Now, anyhow, you send a message to the woman of Dwarka. Very difficult to trust Krishna. You tell them, don't trust him so much. Don't love him so much because they'll be disheartened. In this way, the gopis, they were just completely maddened in ecstasy, uh, separation, virahatapa. In this way, they were doing all this chitra jalpa, like Rani in his Divyon she speaks Brahmara Gita, where she scolds Krishna. She gets disgusted in her separation with Krishna. So these gopis, iti prahasitam shaurer jalpitam char vikshitam jalpitam. 10 kinds of jalpas are. And these 10 kinds of jalpas are expressed by Radharani in Brahmara Gita. Same way, in this way, in front of Balram, they're doing this jalpa, and they just kept quiet. Balaram, who is very expert in all the arts, one of the arts of speaking is to pacify. Balaram had this art of speaking, very nice. Karshnastaha Krishna, Krishnasya Sandeshair Hridayam Gamite. All the messages which Krishna had given, Balaram spoke to, gave it to the gopis, and somehow he could just console them. Because actually, Balaram consoled them, and somehow he told, "Don't worry, I'm going to go to Dwarka, and by force, I'm going to track Krishna and bring him back, all bring him back to Raja here." So Balaram was so much moved by the heart of the gopis. He could not see the separation which the gopis are experiencing Krishna, and he told the gopis, he says, "I'm going to bring Krishna." So Balaram resided there for 2 months in Raja, both Madhumasa and Madhavamasa. And then he gave pleasure to the gopis by doing Rasa Krita. Gopinam Ratim Avahan. Gopinam Ratim Avahan. He gave Rati, he gave enjoyment to gopis by this Rasa Leela. He performed Rasa Leela with the gopis. And the gopis of Balaram are a different set of gopis from the gopis of Krishna. They're not the same gopis because how could Balaram do Ras with the gopis Krishna? So during the past times, Jiva Goswami explains that Holi is when Krishna killed Shankachura, and gopis Balaram enjoyed with different set from the ones Krishna enjoyed. And then we have Purna Chandrakaya Vrishte, O Mudi Gandhavayuna. So Balaram did Rasa dance on the bank of Yamuna River. There's a nice, wonderful garden. And Yamuno Pavane Reme, Yamuno Pavane Reme, on the Upavanas of Yamuna, gardens of Yamuna. Sevite Sri Gane Vrataha. So he was bathed with the nice, wonderful full moon rays, and the breeze was carrying wonderful fragrance on the full moon. Night lotuses blooming. So this is Balaram's Rasakita being described in this particular verse. Now, this pastime where Lord Balaram did this Rasalila is known as Ramaghat. Next time when you go to Vrindavan, you can go to that place. Beautiful place, very remote place. Even still, you can have the atmosphere of Vrindavan there in Ramaghat. Jai Jai Ramaghata. Rohini Nandana. Jai Vrindavan. Jai Radhe Jai Krishna. Jai Vrindavan. That song you have. Ramaghata Rohini Nandana. So this is far away from the place where Krishna does his rasa. Now, what happened? Varuna, the demigod Varuna, sent Varuni from nice trees out there from that Varuni transcendental liquor flowed, and the entire forest was so fragrant, that aroma. There, Balaram did his last. 2 months Balaram stayed, and the wind carried the fragrance of the liquor, and trees were also very fragrant. This way, Balaram was totally intoxicated. The entire fast. What happened? The Gandharvas, they started singing the glories of Balaram. Upagiyamano Gandharvai Vanita Shobhimandale Reme Karena Yutesho Mahendra Iva Varunaha. Mahendra Iva Varunaha. He appeared like Indra's elephant, Airavata, enjoying with other elephants. So Balaram was completely intoxicated by the love of the gopis. At that time, Gandharvas were singing, and the different demigods were playing the kettle drums, and the sages praised Balaram's wonderful pastimes in Vrindavan. So then what happened? He wanted Halayuda. This is the first time Balram manifests his hala in Braja. Generally, there is no hala in Braja. There is no hala means plow. He doesn't carry a plow in uh, in Braja. But sometimes he manifested plow. So eyes was completely intoxicated. He wanted to uh, get Yamuna to do fasting. Yamuna river a little bit far away. So he ordered Yamuna, come. Which Yamuna was it? But Acharya described. This is not the Yamuna river. This is not the Kalin river, which is actually the wife of Krishna, one of the Sakhis of Krishna. Rather, she is the she is the consort of ocean. So that Yamuna is a separate Yamuna, Kalindi, expansion of Kalindi. She's actually serving, meant to serve Balaram. So Balaram, when he ordered Yamuna to come, Kalindi to come, she did not come. Hey, he's an intoxicated person. Why I should take words of intoxicated person very seriously? So Yamuna, when she refused to come, Balaram became very angry. And she started in great anger. Balaram told, Pape tvam mam avajnaya. Pape, you are disrespecting me. You did not listen to me. Yan mamyasi maya hutaha. I called you. Maya ahutaha. I called you. Still you are not come. Now I'll do something. Yes, tvam la langhanangre Shatadhara, Kama, Charini. So you're just flowing here and there. Find your own ways. You think you're the controller? I'll show you. So I'm going to make you into Shatadharini, 100 streams with my flow. So after scolding like this, Sukadeva Swami says that Balaram, he dragged Yamuna. And somehow Yamuna became very fearful. He came and beat Balaram. And with trembling voice, she started telling Balaram, Rama Rama Mahabaho, Najane Tvam Vikramam. Rama Rama Mahabaho. Hey Balaram, hey Balaram. Mahabaho, Mahabaho, you are very powerful. Najane Tava Vikramam. I don't know your Vikrama, your powers. Yasyekam Shena Vrida Jagati Jagatah Pate. Yes, the Amsha, just by your single Amsha, what you do, you hold the entire earth, the whole universe, Jagat Pate, yes, the Amsha, as Ananta, Balaram, one of the small fragment of Krishna, Balaram's Amsha, one of the Amshas, parts of Balaram. That is our Sesha, Ananta Sesha. So he's holding the entire universe. So here, Yamuna, he glorifies Balaram saying, Yes, Seikam Shena Vidrita Jagati Jagatpate. Just by one of the expansion of yours, you hold the entire. Yamuna further glorifies Balaram by these beautiful verses. Param Bhavam Bhagavato Bhagavan Mam Ajanati. Param Bhavam Bhagavato Bhagavan Mam Ajanati. Muktum arhasi Vishwatman Prapannam Bhaktavatsala. This can be like a pranam mantras for Balaram. Say, please release me. You are the soul of the universe. Vishwatman, you are the soul of the universe. Param Bhavam Bhagavato Bhagavan Mam Ajanati. I was not knowing the glorious position of yours. You are the Supreme Lord. Now I am surrendered to you. Prapanna Bhakta Vatsala, you should forgive me for all this. You are very kind to your devotees. You should release me. I was not understanding your Parambhava means your Mahasankarsha. It is from you, and even Mahavishnu comes. Everybody comes from you. All the expansions come from you. I put God word. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. So Going further, it says, Tato Yamunchat Yamunam Yachito Bhagavan Balaha Vijagaha Jalam Strivihi Karene Nivedyarat. So Sukadeva Goswami says, Balaram released Yamuna. Sometimes the king of the elephant, in among the sea elephants, entered the river and then did wonderful pastimes there. So these pastimes of Balaram in Vraja are completely satisfied Balaram. Kamam Hritya Sarilat Uttiridaya Sitambare. What happened? Balaram, he stayed in the water for full satisfaction. Came out, goddess Kanti presented him blue garments. That is why Balaram has blue garments. And precious ornaments were also the Kanti Shubham Sajam. Nice, wonderful necklace was given. So Kanti is a special form of Lakshmi, consort of Balaram's expansion of Sankar. Sankarshan's wife is Kanti. And Vishnu Purana actually talks about it. It says, Varuna Prahita Chamshi Malam Amalan Pankajam. Sent by Varuna, goddess Lakshmi, presented Balaram with a garland of unfading lotuses. Garland of lotus which never fades. And a pair of garments colored like the sea, the water. Sea water has got a bluish color. So that was gifted to Balaram. That is why Balaram has blue dress. And because Balaram comes in Nityananda, Nityananda also has blue dress. Balaram dressed himself with his garments and put the golden necklace, and he had this nice, wonderful fragrance, and it was so beautiful. Balaram, even today, because of this pastime, Sukadeva Goswami says, Adya Vidrishyate Rajan. If you go to Ramaghat, you don't find 100 streams. Once upon a 100 streams will be there. At least you'll find many streams. When Yamuna water is full, at least about 10 streams. Yamuna flows in 10 streams. Adya Vidrishyate Rajan Yamuna Krishna Vartmana. Yamuna flows in many channels created by Balaram. Balasyanantaviryasya Viryam Suchayati Vahi. To Viryam Suchayati Vahi. She by Yamuna by flowing in these different streams, many streams there in Ramaghat. Suchayati, she indicates Viryam, the glory of Balaram. So Sukadeva Goswami, he actually concludes this chapter by saying, wonderful. He says, Evam Arva Nishayata Eke Ramato Vraje Ramasya Prachittasya Madhuryai Vrajayoshitam. Balaram spent all the nights. 2 months, it was like one night. Because when you are completely engrossed, drowned in enjoyment and bliss, you find many days as just 1 second. But when you are experiencing viraha, even 1 second, yugayitam nimeshena, your one nimesha, many millions and millions of years. So because Balaram was enjoying all the gopis there, here the Raja gopis, they felt for the concerts of Balaram, for the gopis of Balaram. They felt Sarvanishayata Eke Varmato Vraje. Sarvanisha, all the nights became just like one night. Ramasyakshyaptachtasya, because minds are completely enchanted by the beautiful Madhuryair Vrajayoshitam. They're completely captivated by the beauty of Balaram. In this way, Balaram's mind was also captivated. Gopis. of Raja, because of the beauty of the Raja. He also was completely engrossed. So in this way, Balaram's pastimes, especially when he came to Vrindavan, and how Balaram's Ras has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam. A nice day to remember Balaram's covers as well as Balaram's sweetness, and a very special pastime which Balaram did, Balaram's Ras, Ramagat, all these things we can remember. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Jayanti Utsav ki jai. So it's 6:30.
So we have covered entire 65th chapter so nicely. I'm just wondering if anybody has any questions, one or two questions. So we have time for a couple of quick questions. Prabhu, this did you say Kalindi or Yamuna? Kalindi is an expansion of Yamuna, did you say?
There is the Yamuna, Kalindi Yamuna, both same, but there is one expansion of Kalindi or Yamuna, who is the consort of Balram. Kalindi is Krishna's
wife. Then Kalindi's expansion is Balram's consort.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for clarifying that. Sundar Chaitanya, followed by Lalita.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for a very nice session on the 65th chapter. I have a few questions. The first one is, so in the same way that Lord Krishna has one mood inside Vraj and one mood outside Vraj, you explained that it's the same for Lord Balaram. I wanted to know, so what is the situation? Is there what kind of literature is present about the pastimes of Balaram's activities in Vraj? Of course, we have an in-depth elaboration of Lord Krishna's pastimes with the gopis. And so is it there that Balaram has, because he's not in the mood of enjoyer always, as in you explained how he's there in the mood of 5 ways of serving Krishna, but is there also he is enjoying in those 5 rasas? Is that also given, or is there not information on that?
Balaram, of course, he is a being Krishna, servant of Krishna. He explicitly doesn't manifest the mood of enjoyment. He doesn't manifest that in Raja, because he's always in the mood of service. But there are devotees who are for Balaram, who are in Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. There are devotees who are in these moods of Balaram. Like you have devotees of Balaram who are in Madhurya Rasa gopis, separate set of gopis. But by the will of Balaram, this is kept little bit low profile, because Balaram primarily wants to show that I am serving Krishna. Like somebody may have a servant, and the servant may also have somebody as a servant, somebody as a friend, and not much is discussed about it. And he doesn't like this thing to be discussed. That is why Balaram's rasa is not described at the time when Krishna is manifesting his pastimes in Braja. So Balaram's rasa lila is described after Krishna and Balaram went to Dwaraka. And from Dwaraka, when Balaram comes back to Braja, that is the time this pastime is described. That is one of the reasons. It doesn't mean that Balaram doesn't have devotees who are related to him, Shantadas, Sakyavas, Madhuri. He has. But that is kept secondary, because primary is how Balaram serves Krishna in these 5 rasas. That is it. Okay.
Thank you,
Lalita.
Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dhanas Pranam. So Yamuna also the devotee of Lord Krishna. So how do we understand that she disobeying Lord Balram and Balram sort of punishing or getting angry with the devotee of the Lord, how
That
do
is
we
why she's expansion. I already told that. The
Yeah, but
the
how-
Yamuna, which is called by Balaram, she is a different personality, because the moment you have main river and you have tributary or an offshoot, and tributary and offshoot both are different personalities, not the same.
So even then, the Amsha would be the
No, mood
sort
is
of
different.
devotee.
Like for example, Balaram is Amsha of Krishna. Mood is different. And since the mood is different, they have different person.
Lalita is asking, yeah, but she should have obeyed. Yeah, so she understands. It's a pastime, isn't it?
Ah, why she should have obeyed? Acha,
Ah.
she should have obeyed. The past time where if you had obeyed, then the glories of Balaram would have not manifested. It's the past time of Balaram. She thought, intoxicated person. Why to listen to him? If you want, let him come to me. That was the mood of Yamuna. Kalini. It happens in the conjugal rasa. Radharani chastises Krishna. She says, Krishna, get lost. In conjugal affairs, this happens.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay, we stop here.
Prabhu, one more question, Prabhu, just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have, can you unmute?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare.
In this pastime, the set of gopis who are doing rasa with Balaram, identifying that Balaram is an expansion of Krishna, will they be fully satisfied, or will they still be feeling the separation from Krishna?
They are a separate set of gopis. So they will have separation from Krishna, but not the conjugal separation from Krishna. Krishna is a soul for everyone, but they will not have this conjugal separation. They will definitely have separation. Like Yashoda feeling separation from Krishna is not the same as the gopis feeling separation from Krishna. In that way.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Please praise Kamala Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
So let us all show our gratitude by 3 loud Hari Bols. Please unmute, everyone. Hari
Hari
Bol!
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Kamala Prabhu. Wonderful to see you this morning again. Very, very happy. Very pleased and blessed with your association. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.